Hello and welcome to How To Tuesday. In today's episode, we're talking about how to hit fairway bunker shots. If you haven't already, go ahead and click subscribe so you don't miss any of these How To Tuesdays. I'm doing them every week this year. And while you're down there, give this video a like. It really helps me out. Let's get right into it. First, let's talk about club selection. When we're hitting fairway bunker shots, that's the first thing we need to decide. We have a lip here. We have to make sure, number one, we get ourselves out of the bunker, okay? So when in doubt, if you're not sure if you can carry the lip with a club that's going to get you to the green, go with the more loft. Just get the ball out of the bunker, advance the ball. Next, when I'm taking a fairway bunker shot, I like to choke down on the club about an inch, okay? When I'm digging myself into the ground a little bit, my center of mass is gonna get lower and we don't wanna be bottoming out behind the ball. So I like to grip about an inch down. Now when I'm gripping an inch down, it's gonna make the club a little bit shorter, so I'm not gonna be able to swing it quite as fast. So for me, I like to take about an extra club for each shot, maybe about a half an extra club. So if it's typically an 8-iron, I'm choking down on it a little bit, I'm out of the sand, I like to take a 7-iron. Some people don't believe in that, but that's just kind of how I am, and I think that's the correct thing to do. So now that we have our club selection correct here, we got a 7-iron here. It's going to be able to clear this lip pretty easily. We're gripping down on it about an inch, okay? Next, let's talk about our posture and our setup. What I don't want you to do is dig in too much. The number one problem I see most golfers do is they treat it like a greenside bunker shot. They'll dig way in and they'll squat. What that does is get them lower. In greenside bunker shots, we want to hit behind the ball and have the sand blasted out. On the fairway bunker shots, we want to be hitting ball first and then the sand. Okay, so we're not digging too far in here. What I would say is just a little bit of a dig, okay, just to give ourselves a little bit of stability. But here's the big thing. With your back leg here, what I like to do is dig with my knee kind of pointing this way, just to give my foot a little bit of a angle here so I can push off and get to my lead side here. So I'll bring my knee in this way and kind of dig this way, and that's going to help me to be able to push off and get to my lead side. Because the number one issue I see with fairway bunker shots, when people they think, okay, I need to get this ball out of the bunker, I need to get it out. So what they do is they try to lean back and help this ball out of the bunker. But when they try to lean back and help it out, what'll happen is they'll either hit behind the ball, bottom out and hit too much sand, or they'll catch the ball really thin and goes right into the lip. So we really want to treat this like a normal shot where we're getting to our lead side, we're hitting ball first, and then we're going to catch a little bit of sand after the ball. So this little tip here to kind of get your foot going on this angle to help you push off, I think is huge, and not a lot of people understand that tip, okay? So we're not digging in too much here. We're choked down an inch. We're not digging too much. Our back foot's going to give a little bit of an angle, something that we can kind of push off of. We're also not going to bend over too much here and get too low. For me, I like to stand a little bit taller here, okay? And next, we're going to treat this like a normal shot. Ball position is going to be pretty neutral, maybe just a hair forward of the center, okay? And another thing I like to do is aim for a little bit of the center of the ball, a little bit of the top half of the ball, okay? Just going to ensure me that I don't hit behind this ball. All right, so I'm going to make sure I can push off and get to my lead side, choke down. We're trying to hit ball first here. And that was absolutely crisp. We can see where the divot started was right in front of where the ball was. And I really loved the fact that I was able to push off and get to my lead side there. That's huge. Let's hit another one here. One of the things that makes fairway bunker shots really hard is the inability to practice them. Most golf courses will have a bunker by a greenside bunker or by the chipping green where you can hit greenside bunker shots, but rarely will you get a place like this, like I have at Atlantic City Country Club here, where you can hit fairway bunker shots into the driving range. So that's one thing that makes it hard. So what you can do to practice is maybe if you're playing by yourself one day, drop a few balls in the fairway bunkers, try to hit some shots there to help you out. But if you're not able to do that, what you can do is practice in the bunker without hitting shots. So go to your chipping green bunker, and this is what I want you to do. Draw a line in the sand, okay? And this line is going to represent where our ball is. Okay, so you can sit here, is grab your club, do what we talked about, choke down an inch, dig just a little bit, get that little push off of the back foot, okay, and sit here. Okay, a little bit of a higher setup at address, but sit here and just take swings like that, where you just get the divot in front of that line. If you can get here and get your divot just in front of that line like those two were, you know it's going to be at least a solid fairway bunker shot. So this is something that you can practice in a bunker without hitting shots, because I know that can be one really hard thing about hitting fairway bunker shots. Quick recap here. Make sure you're choosing the right club, okay? The correct club. When in doubt, take more loft. Setup. Gripping down on it about an inch. Not digging in too much, but we're making sure we're digging our back foot in on an angle to allow us to push off and get to our lead side. Treat it like a normal golf swing after you change your setup a little bit. And we're hitting ball first, divot second. Aim for the center of the ball, if not the top half, to help you hit the ball first, and then divot second. Just catching it maybe a hair thin would be our miss. Can't really miss by hitting behind the ball. Making sure we're not trying to help the ball up. Taking a full swing, getting our rotation, and getting to our lead side. That's going to help you hit more solid fairway bunker shots. Hope this video helped. If you liked it, give it a like, and we'll see you next week.